Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to dive into the world of bar chords. Don't worry, it's not that crazy. It's learnable. So first of all, what I want to say is, if you've been following the series, we've done a lot of open chords like the A chord, E chord, D chord. So bar chords are based off of open chords. Okay, so if you know all those open chords, it will be really easy. So for example, we're going to start with the E chord. Okay, so you already know the E chord, right? So if you don't know it, first finger goes on the first fret, third string, second finger, second fret, fifth string, third finger, just right underneath the second finger on the second fret, fourth string. Okay, so we have. So now all we want to do to make a bar chord is just kind of change this shape a bit, since this is the shape you know, and then we want to kind of free up our index finger. Okay, and now play the chord this way. So now my second finger is now where my first finger was before, and then I just rearranged my fingers. Okay, so now my second finger is here, third finger here, now on the second fret of the fifth string, and then my pinky is now under it. So now my index finger is free. Okay, now I can just move this position all the way here, like move it a semitone higher, that's a fret higher, right? And now replace the knot with my finger. So it's now like my finger, my index finger is now replacing this knot here. So it's now like this, and now I have a chord. So this is the F major chord. All right. How do I know it's an F major chord? You'd say. I know it's an F major chord because it's based off of the root on the sixth string. Because my open E string, right, is E, and then I have F here, going all the way, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and you know, going down the fretboard. So I know that this is F. So since you know that the root is on the sixth string with this shape, so anywhere you move, the name of that note is the name of the chord. Like now you have F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, and so on and so forth. And then here, the fifth string, the fifth fret, you know, this is an A because this note here is an A note, so you can make it. Do you know that it's the same thing with this? It's the same thing with our open A chord, only that it's called, you know, they're different. That's what they call different voicings. It's the same chord. You can see it has the same qualities and tonality to it. Okay, but it's just different voicings. Thumb placement is also really important when you play the bar chord. You need to, you don't, when you play the bar chord, you don't want to put your thumb way over the fretboard like this, because then it will be really difficult to, you know, play the chord. So you want your thumb to be like, you know, like 50-50, just like halfway down the fretboard. That's fine. And then you can see that your fingers will kind of arc to play the bar chord. Right, pressing down enough. You have to know the amount of pressure to put between your thumb and your index finger. It's like you're clamping down like this. Both of them are doing the action and the work. Taking a look at the back of my hand, you can see that this is what I'm doing. Like my thumb is not like this. It's just right here, down, like this. Halfway down the fretboard, kind of halfway down the fretboard is fine. So guys, when you bring your thumb down that way, your fingers will kind of straighten up, and then you get a much cleaner sound. And again, I want to advise you not to play like on this part of your finger, when on your index finger. This is the finger that kind of bars the chord. it's actually better you play on this side of your finger, like here, not here on the fleshy part. There's this bony side here on the side. That's the part that you should be barring. Instead of like this, you want to arc that finger just a little bit like this. Okay. You also don't want to play at the low point of the fret. Like, you don't want to bar the low point of the fret. Like, what I mean is, you know, there's a high point here closer to the fret wire or closer to the next fret. It's better here than here. When I play, if you bar here, it's a bit difficult to put your finger on these other strings, and it will also be difficult to get a clean sound when you play like at the back like this. So you have to put your finger a bit forward like this, okay, and play. Another tip is your elbow. The way you arc your elbow matters a lot in playing the bar chord too. You don't want your elbow to be way too up like this, and you don't want it to be way too down either like this. You know, you just want a kind of neutral position like this. You know, you don't have to go all the way down like this, and you don't have to go too up either. That would be difficult. Just, you know, a nice and comfortable position like this is fine. And I'm also kind of using my arm to support and just push my chest a little bit into the guitar. Okay guys, so also get this, that no one just picks this thing like that. No one learns it like that. Especially with bar chords, it requires a lot of practice. It requires time and patience. Okay, so just stick with it. Don't give up yet. The moment you feel like you know, you're feeling some kind of pain, just stick with it, and I promise to get easier. All right, so moving forward, let's try the same trick with the A position. You know, we've done it with the E. Now let's try it with the A. All right, we can also create bar chords from the open A position. All right, if you play your open A like this in a row with the first finger, second and third finger, all right, like this, you kind of have to adjust it like we did before to free up this index finger. So we'll now have second, third and fourth fingers, okay? And now our index finger is free. Now move this shape just a half step forward like this, and then bar the first fret. And now we have your B flat or A sharp major chord. And then you remember that for A, we were playing from the 5th string all the way down, and that's what we are still doing for the bar chord too. We're playing from the 5th string down. So, and remember, you can move this positions around. You just have to know the name of the root notes. Now the root note now is changed from the 6th string to the 5th string. So now the root note is based off of the notes on the A string, okay? So we know our open string is A sharp, B, C. So if I'm here, I know that this is my C major chord, okay? This is D. So now this is the first position from the E chord. This is the A chord, and this is the D chord in this other position based off of the A. All right. And now the bar chord just does the same thing as a capo. Let's put our capo on the 5th string. It will still do the same thing. So what the capo does is just kind of pretends to be the notes. That's what it does. So now you can play your open positions with the capo instead of using your index finger to bar. The capo is now your index finger. So you can just practice it like this. So you can place your hand on top of the capo, like, you know, and practice that too. All right, the D chord will be like this. That's just it, guys. So guys, we learned 2 bar chord shapes today, which are really essential for beginner guitarists. With this, you have a whole world of bar chords available to you, because you can just move the positions, the same positions, you know, across the fretboard. You learned the bar chords that are based off of the E string and the E position, and the second shape, which is based off of the A string and the A open chord position. So guys, that's it. Remember that bar chords especially require practice and patience. Just keep at it and keep doing it, and it gets easy, I promise. Take care. Bye.